Alrighty, guys. Thanks for joining me. This is your host, ID Gister. Back for game number 2 of the 2017 Washington Nationals. They played on Monday. They actually have Tuesday off, and then they don't play again until Wednesday. So we're going to just auto-play today, see what happens. And it looks like Arizona takes out San Francisco in 10. Los Angeles 6-1 over San Diego. Milwaukee beats Colorado 6-5. Chicago ties up the series against St. Louis 5-4. Detroit beats Chicago 9-8. Seattle beats Houston 6-4. Los Angeles beats Oakland 8-1. Tampa Bay is 2-0 against the Yankees. 3-1 victory today. And Cleveland 5-1 over Texas. Alright, so now we can go to our April 5th, game number 2 is Miami at Washington, and let's go ahead and get things rolling here. And there is going to be your starting lineups for today's game. Alright, so first things first, we need to roll for each of the pitchers. Tanner Roark, 2-2, he's just going to have a normal 4-7. Which is a 0-1-43 against lefties. And 2-7 is going to be 0-1-51. And for Miami, it's Straley. And let's see what Straley has. 73 normal day. So Dan Straley, 2-6. 0-1-36, and versus right-handers 2-5, 0-1-24. All right, so there we go. There's that info. We can put this sheet away for at least now, and we'll come back to it later. All righty. Let's get things rolling. Let's get things rolling here for game number 2. It's going to be it's going to be the wrong group here as I grab the wrong cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, sorry about that. Grab the wrong group. So it's going to be D. Gordon against the right-hander Tanner Roark. So D. Gordon, the lefty. 1-43 will come off a Roark's card. And that is a 20, so it's going to come off a Roark's card. 34 lefty. 34 is a strikeout. So swing and a miss by D. Gordon. 1 up, 1 down. JT Realmuto, the righty. And that is a 15, so off Roark again. 87, that'll be an out. That will be an out. No error check. And he is an RN. RN of 56. Need to get my chart a little bit better. 56 here is going to be ground ball to short. And it looks like Turner is going to make the play. 2 up, 2 down. For Christian Yelich. 24 again off a Roark's card. 68 lefty will be an out. No error check. So this is a 1-2-3 inning. LN of 33 is going to be ground ball to second. So 2 ground balls and a strikeout for Roark. We're through half an inning. We go to the bottom of the first. Dan Straley's up. 2-6 versus lefties. 2-5 versus right-handers. But of course we're using our percentile dice for that. Alright, up first is Trey Turner. 15 is coming off of Straley's card. 83. That'll be an out. Trey Turner against the righties on RP 51 is going to be ground ball. That was hit hard to Hector Varela. Makes a good backhand stab, throw, and 1 away. Adam Eaton's up for Washington. Oop, foul ball. Try to roll again. Alrighty, 86. This is going to come off the batter card. 36 versus the right-hander, 36. And that is hit well by Adam Eaton. And Yelich and Ozuna running after it. Opposite field, gone. Adam Eaton with the home run. And he gets the Washington Nationals on the board. 1-0. It brings up Bryce Harper. 0-0. So we're going to have a Z play. Oh boy, another Z play. Got to get my Z chart out here. Fortunately, I should have that one this time somewhere. Where's the old Z? It's right here somewhere. I don't keep that one handy for some reason. So you don't use it very often. Here it is. Alright, we rolled a Z play. We rolled a 48 on the Z. And we're going to check a fielding chart. Alright, so we'll find the fielding chart. There it is. Roll again. On the fielding chart. 81 on the fielding chart. Runner on first and third. Runner on first breaks for second. Shortstop cuts off ball and throws home. Yeah, well, that makes no sense whatsoever. If a situation is not applicable, return to normal play. So I guess we will return to normal play, as that Z play is obviously not going to happen because we do not have a runner at first and third. Al, Red Sox fan here, working from the bunker at work. I thought Status Pro was a card flipping game. You can play it with dice. Yes, you can. As a matter of fact, you can play it with just dice. 11, this is coming off of Straley's card, and a 46 lefty. 46 will be an out. Out is going to be 53 for the left pull, LP, F power. How would I roll? 53, and that's going to be a grounder down to third. Dietrich is going to get that one. Throw it across, and is 2 away here. 1-0 Washington. Daniel Murphy is up. And a lot of low rolls so far. So coming off the pitcher card again. 47 lefty, and that will be an out. And Murphy is an LP of 45. And that's going to be lined at the second baseman. Leaping up is D. Gordon. He will make the catch. We'll go to the second inning. It is scoreless. I'm sorry, it is 1-0 Washington. Going in the second inning. Tanner Rourke, 42 versus the righty will be off of Rourke's card, 23. And that's going to be ground ball to short. And ground ball is short. 6-3 on the putout. Giancarlo goes down. That brings up Trey Turner. I'm sorry, it brings up Justin Bohr. What am I thinking? Looking at the wrong position. Oh, possible error check. Get that one out. That was a 20. So, 93 actually, though. Where is it? 93. 93 is going to put us at the CD check. CD of 82 LP. He's an LP. And we rolled an 82. That's going to be a right fielder. That's Harper. And Bryce Harper is a 3 in the outfield there. Let's see what he does with this ball. Coming in, it's a 74. In the outfield. 3 of the 74 takes us to fielder makes running catch on a deep fly ball at the warning track. All right, Harper makes the catch out there in right field. And we do need to roll actually on an error check because it was an error check. So what's his error? He's an E2. Ooh, 11. So no error, so we will keep it as a fly out. Good. Almost forgot. We had an error check that time. That brings up 2 outs in the top of the second, Marcell Ozuna. 82 is going to come off Ozuna's card. 84, though, is going to be an out. It will be an out. Ozuna's an RP of 57. Grounded at Turner. Perfect play, perfect position, perfect throw. It's a 1-2-3 inning again for Tanner Ward. We go to the bottom of the second. My friend had Status Pro when I was a kid, and we flipped cards. So it is this your adaptation, or could you always play with dice, or do we just not have the right dice? So originally it was just a fast action system. They incorporated dice into it a long time ago, but I'm trying something new with using the actual information here. I will see here if I can take you to the desktop for a second here. So basically what I did was I broke down all of the different, oops, that's not what I wanted. I want this. So there's 384 different fast action cards. And there's 9 of those cards have Z chances, 9 of them have BD chances, and 32 of them have CD chances. So basically I broke those down into different percentiles, 2.3%, 2.3%, and 8.3%. So there's a 13.02% chance you would get one of those results, or you get an 84 or 86.97% chance of getting a number for either the pitcher or the batter card. And I took that information and converted it into a percentile chart. So you can see here, let's say for example, if the pitcher is a 2 to 10, you would normally have a 91.66% chance of getting a result on his card. You take 86.97% of that, which drops them to 78.82%. So if you roll percentile 01 to 78 would be off the pitcher card, 79 to 87 would be off the batter card, 88 to 95 would be a CD chance, 96 to 98 is a BD chance, and 99 to 100 is a Z chance. Here's the actual official looking chart that breaks all the different PB ratings down for each of the the pitchers, depending on what their PB rating is. So yeah, I mean, you could just stick with the regular 2d6 instead of the percentile. The only problem with that is you have to do something to get CD chances or PB chances or Z chances. So you're going to have to throw extra dice for that. Or I thought, why do that when you can just convert it all into one big chart? So anyways, that's it pretty much. Thanks for taking the time to explain, my friend. You're welcome, Al. No problem, man. Even though you were purposely not saying Gleiber. Gleiber. You were purposely saying Gleiber Torres the other day just because you knew I was in the chat again. I knew you were doing it. I could tell you laughing in the background. Zimmerman's up. So just to go through a play kind of slow for you guys, you look at the percentile. In this case, it's a 59. So for Dan Straley against a right-hander, he is a 2 to 5, which means on a 2 to 5, 01 to 24 would come off of his card. 25 to 87 would come off the batter card. 88 to 95 would be a CD chance. 96 to 98 would be a BD chance, and 99 to 100 would be a Z chance. So we rolled a 59, which means it's going to come off of Zimmerman's card. We will then look at the results. It's a 6 and an 8 against a right-hander. 6-8 is going to be an out, just barely, but it's an out. And then we look at the 20-sided dice, and on a 17 to 20, you would have an error chance. We roll the 1, so we don't have an error on this play. And then we just roll again on the actual dice chart to find out what kind of out it was. Zimmerman is an RP. An RP of 43 takes us to lined at the third baseman Dietrich. He will make the play, and that will do it. So there is, see if I can show you this here. Hang on a second. So there's an actual chart for Status Pro dice game if you want to use the dice instead of the fast action cards. There's a way to convert. You would have to add an extra 6-sided dice, and if you roll 1, you're going to check for an error. If you roll a 6 on that dice, then you're going to check for CDs or BDs, depending on the 2D 6s. And so there is that built into it. And of course, this is where you get all your outs and advancements and everything off of that. Alrighty, so where will we do? Zimmerman lined out. I know that. There's one out, and that brings up Anthony Rendon. I understand you're using replay baseball to score the game, but why show us that? I would think we would like to see the SP cards and charts. Because I don't know how I'm going to get the charts to you because I have to be able to see what's going on. And I've got a live stream, I've got on my other screen, I've got my camera software, I got my live stream, I got my charts. So where am I going to put this chart that I can show you the actual charts? I don't. It's just, there's just not enough room to be doing everything, to be honest. You got cards, you got dice, you got a camera, you got a microphone, you got a way to keep it. Yeah, it's just hard. Anthony Rendon, so 39. Straley against the right-hander, and that's going to come off of Rendon's card. Rolled at 88, though. That will be an out, and no error check. Rendon is an RP of 54. It's going to be ground ball day short. 6-3 on the put out. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Jason Worth. Oh, and you lost me there. There you go. So you do get to see a little bit. At least you can see the dice rolls. Unless, to be honest with you, right? Unless I have the camera like right here, you're not going to be able to see what's on the cards, right? The camera's back over here, you're not going to be able to see it. The only way to do it is to put the camera right, position it right somewhere where you can actually see the cards. It's just hard to do. Have the camera right here because then it's in my way. I can't see anything. So Worth is up, and I'm going to re-roll because I don't know if I rolled or not. So Worth is up. So again, we rolled a 71. It's going to come off of Worth's card. An 81 is an out and no error. So it's going to be an out. And he's a 31 RP. 31 RP is a ground ball to third. And Dietrich will handle that one. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So cruising right along. Top of the third. Dietrich for Miami. That's a 64. So it's coming off of Dietrich. But 84 is going to be too high against a right-hander. And that will be an LP out. LP 43. LP and a 43 tells us it's going to be a ground ball to second. So Dietrich grounds it over to Murphy. That brings up Hedemi Hectoria. And we have an 85, which means it'll come off of Hectoria. 48 is a strikeout on Hectoria. So he will strike out. And that brings up the batter card. Hey Jeff, I do have the advanced game, which I do like, but mostly I'm a Dynasty League player. I do have Replay, Strat, and APA too. Like you, I do play a lot of different games. Well, alright, awesome to hear. So Straley steps in the box, and that's a 52. He is a right-hander. So against right-handers, Rorik is a 1/51. It's a 52, so it's going to come off Australia's card. And that is a 44 Stevie Reich 3. And that's going to do it for the top of the third. We go to the bottom of the third. 3 up, 3 down, or 9 up, 9 down for Rorik is what I should say. Matt Wieters is up. And that is a 63. So that's just coming off of Matt Wieters' card. He rolled a 41 against the right-hander, and that is a strikeout. Matt Wieters swing and a miss. That brings up the pitcher. And that's Tanner Roark. And he rolled an 88. So 88 special, that's our CD check. 54, he's a pitcher. And we rolled a, what did we roll? A 54 for the pitcher. And that tells us to go to the shortstop. So that's Hector Varela. Nope, wrong team. Hector Varela is a CD of 4. Pretty solid. And we will roll again on the CD chart to see whether or not he makes the play. 64, he is a 4 at short. 64 says, barehanded play by a slow roller, lead runner thrown out, trying to advance others advance one base. But since there's no one out, he's just going to make the play. Off of Dan Straley on the slow roller. That brings up Justin Turner. 2 outs here at the bottom of the third. And that is going to be a 37. Australia against a righty is only a 1/24, so it's going to come off of Trey Turner. That is a 12, and that's going to be base hit. And it's going to be knocked down by Dietrich. Dietrich cannot corral it enough, and it's going to be an infield single by Trey Turner. He's a double-A Steeler. Double-A Steelers. And Australia is a hold of B, which means it's going to be steal time here. Steal time for Trey Turner trying to get himself in scoring position. Oop. Reroll as it bounces right out of the tray. Uh-oh, 83 is usually not good. Hold A+, B+, and C+. Runners picked off. Hold A+, B+, C+. Runners picked off. He is a double-A Steeler, though, so that means he does not get picked off. Okay, so he will stand first for the man of the hour so far for Washington. The only run of the game came off the bat of Adam Eaton. Home run in the first. We got a possible error check, so we'll take that out. 25 against the lefty is going to come off with Straley's card. 33, though, is a strikeout, so no error check needed, as that is a strikeout to end the inning. So we go to the top of the fourth. Still 1-0 here in Washington. And it is a 0-7, so it's coming up for Roark. 65 lefty is an out. No error check. And it's a 12 for the left-hander. 12 for the left-hander, and that is going to be, he's a LN. 12 is going to ground ball back to Roark, and he will make it 1-3. That brings up JT Realmuto. Tripled in yesterday's game. That's a 72. It's going to come off Realmuto, but an 85 is going to be out of range. No error. Check. Realmuto RN 75, and that is going to be a fly ball to center. Fly out to center. And that brings up Christian Yelich. Christian Yo, don't drop the dice. Don't drop it. Don't drop it. Okay, Christian Yelich. And that is a 9, so it's coming off a Rourke's card against the lefty. And he rolled a 15, and there it is. Base hit into center field by Christian Yelich. He just swung into that one. That was a curveball that hung up, and there goes your no-hitter here in the top of the 4th. 2 outs. Yelich. Let's see. Yelich. Steal C. Hold rating a B. Giancarlo's up. We better let Giancarlo swing. Giancarlo Stanton. He's going to roll an 87, so it's not going to matter. It is going to be a 71 is going to come off of his card, but an 87 is going to be way out of range. And it's going to be an out of 31 for the RP. 31 is going to be grounder to third. Rendon across the diamond in time for the out. And the no-hitter is gone, but the shutout stays intact. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Bryce Harper. Let's see what he can do. 63, so it's coming off of Harper's card. 66 is going to be a walk. 66 is going to be a walk on Harper's card, so he's aboard. D. Steeler. Brings up Daniel Murphy. Daniel Murphy, runner first. Nobody out. And that is a 67 that's coming off of Murphy's card. 52, right-hander 52 is going to be hit by the pitch. Only a 52 is a hit by pitch. That's the only one that is a hit by pitch, and that's what he got. So Murphy gets hit, and the first 2 men are aboard here in the bottom of the 4th. That brings up Ryan Zimmerman. Dan Straley in a little bit of trouble here. Zimmerman grounded into 2 double plays yesterday. We do not want that to happen. I'm thinking about maybe bunting with him. What's his bunt rating? Do they have a bunt rating? Oh, a sacrifice. DD. Oh, he's like the worst. Ugh. Come on, Zimmerman. Do something. So far in the season, let's see what Zimmerman did in the first game, actually. So far, he's had 5 at-bats, 2 hits, 400 average. Okay, well, that's not too bad. We shouldn't complain, I guess. If my guys aren't, like, perfect, I complain, I guess, right? Wow, I'm pretty rough. That's a 0-0. So that, you know what that means? We're going to go to the Z chart. We rolled a 78 on the Z chart. 0-0 goes to the Z chart. Now I got to dig it out again. Alright, here we go. 78 on the Z chart says go to the fielding again. So go to the fielding chart, and the runners are first and second. 75, single to center. It's a single to center by Zimmerman. If he has a throw of 5 or 6, the center fielder throws batter out at second. Otherwise, it's a double. All runners score. So we're going to check the throw rating of Yelich in center field. Yelich throw is 2, so it's going to be a double by Zimmerman. All runners are going to score, and that helps. Yay! Go us! Woohoo! 3-0. Still nobody out. And that brings up Anthony Rendon. And it is a 18. So this is coming off Australia's card. 48 versus the right-hander. 48 will be an out. And no error. So Rendon is out. And that's a 56 RP. 56. It's going to be ground ball to short. So the first out. That brings up Jason Worth. Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. Oh, right, because it was a double, not a home run. I was thinking it was a home run. Let me undo that play because I have to see what... It was a 56. And with a runner at first... I'm sorry, runner at second. It would be a 6-3. Runner would go from second to third. Okay, so we did it right. So it's going to be a 6-3. Runner should advance. There we go. Okay, just wanted to make sure I got it right. So... 1 out, runner at third is Zimmerman, and Jason Worth is up to the plate. Straley trying to get through the fourth here. And that is going to be a 54, which means it's going to come off a worst card, and we rolled a 41. 41 versus the right-hander. Strike 3 called. So good comeback here by Dan Straley. That brings up Matt Wieters, and the pitcher spot is due up. Do they intentionally walk Wieters to bring up the pitcher? They intentionally walk Matt Wieters, bring up the pitcher with 2 outs. I think they're going to do that. So it's up to Tanner Roark as they get the intentional pass to Wieters. It's up to Roark unless they want to pull him, but they're not going to pull him. So no error check. It's a 16, so it's coming off of Straley against the right-hander. 73, that's an out. And the pitcher rolled a 47. So good play there. It's going to be grounded to second. Gordon makes the play, and that will retire this side. So we go to the top of the fifth. It is 3-0 Washington. That brings up Justin Bohr. 0-5 is coming off a Roark's card. 18, that's a possible error chance. Keep that out of the way. That's a 14 off of Roark. Against the lefty, 14 is going to be base hit into left field. And base hit, that's Jason Worth out there in left. What's his error chance? Jason Worth, left field is a 4. So we roll the dice. If it's a 1-4, no, he's going to make it, but it's going to be a single by Justin Bohr. And that brings up Marcell Ozuna, runner at first. Bohr's not much of a threat to steal. That's an 87, so it's coming off of Ozuna's card. 57 is going to be a strikeout to Marcell Ozuna. Steve Wright 3 called. Marcell. And that brings up Derek Dietrich. 0-0. We're going to the Z chart again. We rolled a 48 on the Z chart. Boy, this has been a popular result today, hasn't it, guys? Wow, I tell you. All right, we rolled a 48, which says go to the fielding chart again. We've had quite a few of those so far. The fielding chart is 71. Runner on. Yes. All right, if there's a runner on, CD5 for second baseman ranges way into center field to catch a pop-up. Lead runner is doubled off. Otherwise, it's going to be a single. Runners advance 2. So this is going to be runner on, CD5 to second baseman. That's Murphy. I don't think Murphy's a 5. No way is Murphy a 5. He is a 2. So he's going to fall in as Murphy tries to go into shallow field to get the pop-up. And that's going to be a single plus. Bohr's going to make his way to third on the single. Single and runners advance 2. Yep. Okay, so runners at the corners with 1 out for Derek, for Hector Varela, actually. Ademi, Hector Varela. That is going to be a 0-3, so it's coming off Roark's card. 86, that will be an out. He's an RN. He rolled an 82 and an RN. That's going to be a deep fly to center field. That's probably going to score the runner at third. Let's see. Runners at first and third. Runners in first and third. It's a deep fly. Runner from third comes home. on the deep fly. So it's going to be we're going to have to detail this one. It's going to be a fly out to center. Runner is going to come home safe. And that will do it. Runner first can actually, Dietrich. He's a C. He's a C. I don't think the C's are going to be able to move up. It's only 2 little stars, so only A and B. Yeah, so he's going to have to stay. There you go. So the Marlins are on the board, and with 2 outs, it brings up the pitcher spot. Dan Straley. Is Straley going to stay in? I think he is. I think he can go at least another inning. He can go at least another inning. Don't want to pull the pitcher too early, so yeah, they'll leave him batting. It might have been a good choice. 55 is, he's a right-hander. So coming off Australia's card, maybe not, because if it come off a Rourke's card, he's got a shot. If it comes off Australia's card, it's a strikeout. Unless he rolls an 88. In that case, it will be an out. So it's going to be a strikeout. So, maybe he should have pinch hit for him. But yeah, you see Straley's still got like 6 batters. He can at least go 6, maybe even a 7, depending on how he does here in the 6th. Trey Turner, he rolls a 40, and he is a right-hander, so it's going to come off of Trey Turner. He rolled a 51, and that is a strikeout. Trey Turner swinging a miss. Swinging at the deep cheese. 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th, halfway home here. Adam Eaton. And that is a 73 off of Eaton's card. 54 is a walk. So Eaton earns himself a walk. That brings up Bryce Harper. 1 on, 1 out. And that is going to be a 78. Harper's card. 82, though, will be an out. LP of 72 is going to be a fly ball to center field. F8. 2 outs now for Daniel Murphy. Yeah, Straley trying to get through 5 here. It's a 1-1. It's coming against Straley's card. 46 lefty is an out. And no error check, so this will do it. And he is an LP of 52. LP 52 is going to be grounded right at the third baseman Dietrich, who will throw it across. We go to the 6th inning. It is 3-1. D. Gordon's up for the Marlins. He rolls a 44. That against the lefty. 1-43 is coming off of his card. 44 will come off of D. Gordon. So we rolled a 44, so just barely on D. Gordon's card. And he rolled a 13, and that's going to be trouble, as that is an infield hit for D. Gordon. Single. And you know D. Gordon is going to try to steal here. He's going to try. Got my chart ready to go. D. Gordon. 22, and he's going to be safe. Steals. No problem there. It's easy peasy for D. Gordon. Gets himself in scoring position with nobody out for JT Real Muto. Dale, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Possible error check this time, and 58. It's coming off a Real Muto. 16, and that's going to be trouble, as that is a fly ball into left field. 16, yes, no, sorry, fly ball into center field. 16-21 is going to be fly ball into center. Center fielder is Eaton. Center field, he's a 0, which means we need to roll 1, and if we roll 1, then we roll it again, and if we roll even, he's error. If not, it's a 1. Oh my God. Which means, if it's even, it's an error. It's odd, so it's not an error. Whew, that was dangerous, though. All right, so Adam Eaton makes the catch, doesn't make the catch. It's a single. 1B8. All right, so now we're going to check out the runner advancement. We haven't looked at this chart, haven't had to really until right now. Runner advancement. Just came off the batter card. So we have a runner on second to home on a single. There we go. And that is Deke Ward. He's probably pretty darn quick, isn't he? He's an A. And there's no out, so we don't have to worry about that. And now Eaton's arm rating. Eaton's arm rating is T3. So an A and a 3, he will be safe on a 11 to 68. 11 to 68. They're going to send Gordon home. And you're going to throw for it is the question, because if you throw for it, then you roll for all the other people to see if they can advance. And who just hit it? It was Rio Muto. He's got a run rating of C. So to advance on a C, he would need to roll 68 to 88. So they're going to send Gordon home, and yes, Eaton's going to try and throw him out of the plate. 36. He is safe. Now we got to see if Rio Muto takes off to second on the throw home. 68 to 88. He will. 66, he thought about it, but he will stay at first. So it's going to be a single plus, and just like that, it's a 3-2 ball game. Nobody out here. And here comes the Marlins again. Every time we take a lead against them, they come right back. Christian Yelich up. Nobody out here in the top of the 6. Come on, Rorik, get somebody out. 90. You know what that means? It's a CD check. He rolled 38. He is an LN. He rolled 38. And that says third base. So it's Rendon this time. Rendon at third is a 4. All right. Let's see what happens here. Clutch defense. 37 for the 4. At third. 4 and 37 says hard grounder, double play, lead runner forced out, batter out at first, others advance. If the infield is in, the lead runner is out. He wasn't in. It's going to be a double play. Hard grounder, double play. Rendon makes a good diving stop, throws it to Murphy, and on. So we'll call that a 5-4-3 double play. What a play by Rendon at third base. Makes his first huge defensive play of the year. Clears the bases because Giancarlo gets a hold of one. We do not want to see what that looks like. That is a 90, so we're going right back to a CD check. This is going to be clutch defense. 15 for an RP. RP 15 says catcher. Matt Wieters. Matt, what are you? Matt Wieters is a 2. So he is a 2. Let's see what happens. And where's our clutch defense for the catcher? If there's no one on base, there is no one on base? No? Okay, so we will roll under the no one's on base chart. 42 and a 2 says 5 ball popped out to the catcher. All runners hold. Whew. So it's going to be a pop up to the catcher. Otherwise, it would have been a something else. What was it? Can't catch a foul ball. So he does catch it behind the plate, and that's going to do it. So promising inning for the Marlins goes by the wayside, but they do get a run. It's now 3-2. Zimmerman's up. 52 is coming off Zimmerman, 67, right-hander, 67, and that is just the start of his outrage, just barely. He's an RP of 71. That's a deep fly to left. Ozuna's going to make the catch. One up, one down. Anthony Rendon, who made that beautiful diving stop in the defense. Anthony Rendon. And that is a 68. It's coming off from Rendon, 13. That is going to be a base hit into left field as Hector Villa can't get that one. Base hit, no error check. And Rendon is aboard. He is a C Steeler. I'm thinking about it. In fact, I am thinking hard about it. And I'm thinking he might go. Rendon might go. 23... double A, B, C, and D all steal, others hold. So yes, he will steal second. So Rendon, with his first steal, gets himself in scoring position for Jason Worth. Good job, Rendon. Way to put the pressure on the defense. Straley now struggling here in the bottom of the sixth. That is a 58, so it's coming off a worst card. 32. Oh! 27-31 is a deep drive. 32 is a strikeout. Oh, Jason, you just missed it, buddy. Oh, my gosh. Just missed the home run. Instead, he gets a strikeout. Matt Wieters is up. First base is open with the pitcher spot, but they'll probably take Rorik out and pinch hit, so no sense in wasting the out. Let's just go after Matt Wieters here. 48 is coming off of Wieters. 61 is an out. So Straley's going to get out of the inning. LN of 44. LN 44. Grounded down to third. Dietrich's going to handle that one. 5-3. Another promising inning gone by the wayside. And we go to the top of the seventh. Is Rorik coming out? Looks like he is to start the seventh. Justin Bohr. That is a 36. It's coming up for Rorik's card. 43 lefty. 43 lefty. Walked him. So walk the leadoff man. That's Justin Bohr. He's no threat to steal at all. Marcelo Ozuna, not much of a sacrifice or hit a runner. He's probably the worst at every stat there is out there. 31, this is coming off a Rorik's card. And 63, right-hander, is going to be an out. So double play would be nice, something like that. It's a 17 versus a RP. RP 17 is going to be G3A. So it's going to be a 3-1 runner moves up to second, actually. So it's going to be a ground out. 3-1. Batter out. You will go to second though. You are out. There you go. So runner moves up on Marcelo Ozuna's little dribbler down the line. Zimmerman has to come in and toss it to Rorik. And now one out. Bohr's in scoring position, although he's not the quickest cat on the planet. That's a 95. Oh, nearly another CD check. So LP 34. LP of 34 says third base. Rendon again. Got to make a play, Rendon. He's a 4. He's got to make a play. He's got to make the play. Down there at third. Oh no, 86. That's not good. 86 is going to be... Makes a great play behind the bag. Fires to get batter at first or throws runner at third out at home. Others advance. Wow. 81 to 86 is that play. 87 it would have got through. 88 would have been got through. But 81 to 86 makes a great play behind the bag. Fires to get batter at first or throws runner at third out at home. Others advance. So the only play he's got is all the way across the diamond and throws them out. 2 stellar defensive plays by Anthony Rendon in this game. And the run gets to third for Hidemi Hechavarria. And the pitcher spot due up next. They will, of course, pinch hit for Dan Straley. So do you go after Hidemi? He is a right-hander without much power. You can get a hold of one every once in a while, but I will take my chances against Hidemi. 62, so it's coming off of Hechavarria, but 81. Yep, that was a good choice, as that will be an out. He's an RN of 78. RN 78, and that's going to be a fly ball to center. So they strand the runner at third. The only good part is they can actually keep Straley in if they wanted to. But I think they will actually, which means Washington's going to blink first, and they're going to bring in a pinch hitter. And it's going to be William Defoe. Defoe pinch hit the other day, and, well, let's just say he did really good for us. So are they going to leave Straley in is the question to face off against Defoe. Defoe is a switch hitter. They're going to leave Straley in. Straley is due up first, or whatever pitcher they use. So if they bring in a pitcher, he'll only be, and in fact, they are going to bring in someone, it looks like. After all that consideration, they are going to bring somebody in. And it's going to be the right-hander, Dustin McGowan. It's McGowan. Hope everyone's doing good. William Defoe against Dustin McGowan instead of Tanner Roark versus Dan Straley. Big changes here. And the foul if that one got out of the thing. William Defoe, he came in as a pinch hitter the other day and did rather well. So we're going to use him again. 49. Okay, we got to remember I rolled a 49, but we need to check and see what kind of day Dustin McGowan is going to have. The rest of these we'll ignore. So, Dustin McGowan. That is a 72, which is going to be normal day. McGowan. 2 to 7, which means 01 to 51. And 2 to 5, which means 01 to 24. All right. So we rolled a 42 against the lefty. So it's going to come off of Dustin McGowan's card, actually. Against the left-hander. 64 is an out and no error check. So it's an out by Defoe of 17. LN of 17. Grounded down to first. So no magic this time, as it's just a little grounder. We'll go 3 unassisted. And that's going to take us to the top of the lineup here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-2 score. Trey Turner. We need a few more runs, guys. Do not take your foot off the pedal yet. 35 right-hander, so it's going to come with Trey Turner. 54 is a walk. So Trey Turner earns himself a walk. A walk. There you go. Now, the question is, he is an A holder, too, which means he drops everyone's grade by 1. So instead of an A stealer, he'll drop down to a B stealer. But I still think it's worth sending to Trey Turner. Trey Turner, thinking about it, and sure enough, he goes 13, and that's going to be good. Yep. So that is going to be a good steal by Trey Turner. So Turner gets himself in scoring position with 1 out for Adam Eaton. A little bit of risk there, but no risk, no reward. All right, this is a 45. So against the lefty, it's going to come off of McGowan's card. He rolled a 26, and that's going to be single into right field. Single into right field. And since it came off the pitcher card, if it's an even, If it's odd, it's 1 base. If it's even, it's 2 bases. And that was a, what did we roll? We rolled a 26 that is even, so it's going to be a 2-base advance. 26 off the pitcher card. 26 left-hander. Yep, that is a single into right by Eaton. 26 off the pitcher card are in even. Runners advance 2 bases. So there you go. It's going to be a single plus. And coming around to score, Trey Turner. And they get the run back that they gave up in the 6th. It's now 4-2 ball game. Bryce Harper is up. Adam Eaton, what is your... Oh, you're also an ace stealer. With Harper up, they're going to not steal at Eaton. And they rolled a 0-4, so it's coming off of McGowan. 12, though, that's going to be problems against the lefty. 12 is going to be a single into right. I'm sorry, single into left field. Single into left. And runner on first is Eaton. Let's see if he can advance. So first to third, single to left. He's an A runner. And Ozuna, what's Ozuna's throw is a 4. So an A and a 4, and so it'd be 11 to 44. You can make it. I think we'll just leave him at second, actually. Not a great chance. So Harper singles into left, and it's a 2-man on now for Dustin McGowan. McGowan not having his best outing here. Daniel Murphy, 2-man on, 1 out. And that is a 0-5, so it's coming off McGowan's card, 77. That will be an out. And I didn't see what this was before I knocked it, so it's not an error check. It is an out, LP. Ooh, 1-1 LP. LP of 1-1 is going to be ground ball to the pitcher. GX1 with the runner at first and second. This could be trouble. It's going to be 1-6. Runner at second goes to third, and the batter goes to first. So they get the runner out at second on the 1-6. So again, we're going to have to detail. This is the ground ball. 1-6. Batter is going to be safe. He will be out, and runner at second will go to third. There we go. So Murphy gets the runner over to third, and it's up to Zimmerman. First base is open. They're thinking about just walking Zimmerman. He has been super hot. He has done, what has he done today? He lined out, he doubled, and he flew out. But he's batting 429 on the season, though. Zimmerman, they're going to pitch to him, looks like. Oh, that might have been a mistake. That is definitely going to be a mistake. It's a 24 against the right-hander. And 0-1 to 24. So McGowan gets it just by the percentage point. McGowan gets it, but it is a 17 versus a right-hander. And, oh, he's so lucky. He's so lucky. A 17 versus a left-hander would have been a hit. A 17 versus a right-hander is a strikeout. Oh, I thought we had it. If he would have been a left-hander, he would have had it. So McGowan gets out of it. And now it's up to the Washington bullpen to hold on to this lead. And it's going to be Enny Romaro, I think. The lefty? Who's due up? D. Gordon. Left, right, left. Yeah, it's going to be the lefty, Romaro. They'll have a pinch hitter first, but a couple lefties coming up. So they're going to get Romaro out there, which means Miami is going to go to their bench and pull the pitcher. And they're going to bring in a righty. And that's going to be... That is going to be... Oh yeah. Miguel Rojas is going to come in and take a swing at it. Now we need to find out what kind of day our pitcher is having. Romaro. And 65, just a normal day. So 4-7 is 1-43 against lefties. And a 2-7 is 1-51 against right-handers. All right. So Romaro against Miguel Rojas. Here in the top of the 8th, 4-2 is your score. Great game so far. Phantomatic. Hello, I am loving the Status Pro games. Well, Phantomatic, you are awesome, man. We love you. Glad to hear. Glad you're enjoying this Status Pro. It's good to hear. I wasn't sure if anybody would actually enjoy this, especially since I'm using like the dice version, which I think plays just as fast as the fast action cards, to be honest. And I'm using all the statistical accuracy that the cards give you too. So Miguel Rojas against Emi Romaro. And that is a 0-8, so it's coming off Romaro's card. 42, right-hander, 42, 42, 42. Strike! 3 called. Big strikeout there. All right. Got to get things started here in the top of the 8th. Got to get it done right. That's a strikeout. That's the way to be. D. Gordon. That is an 86, so that's coming off of D. Gordon's card. 43, lefty, though. 43 is a strikeout. The only number on his card that is a strikeout is a 43 against left-handers. He rolls a 43. That's why I love this game. That's why I love this game. It has those little nuances like that. JT Realmuto. Romaro trying to strike out the side. That is a 37 right-hander. That's coming off of Romaro's card. 26 could be trouble, though. 26 is, no, it's not Steve Wright. 3 strikes out the side. Emi Romaro. And gets a standing ovation as he heads to the bench here at Nationals Park. And due to come in to pitch for Miami is going to be Nick Whitgren. The right-hander to face off against Anthony Rendon. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rendon. How is Rendon doing this season? Well, he made, if you're just joining us, he made 2 fabulous stops at third base. Kept 1 runner from advancing and kept 1 runner from scoring. So without him, this could be a totally different game. Anthony Rendon. Make it happen, buddy. 12. Okay, so it's a 12. I keep forgetting we need to check the pitchers. So we will check the pitcher. All right. It wasn't an error check. We know that. So, and 34. So he's just a normal, everyday kind of guy anyways. 4-7 is 1-43. And against right-handers is a 2-5, which is a 1-24. All right. So it's coming off of Whitgren's card. It wasn't an error check, and it's a 51 right-hander. That will be a out. Rendon is a RP of 21. RP 21. Ground ball to second. D. Gordon makes the backhand stab. Throws it over the board. 1 away for Jason Worth. Stefan, you're welcome. Glad I can help you out with some charts there. Good to hear. Jason Worth, couple insurance run guys, 62. It's coming off a worse card. 43 right-hander. 4-3 strikes him out. So Whitgren's trying to do what Romaro did in the top of the 8th inning and strike out the side. That brings up Matt Wieters. Come on, Matt. Uh-oh. That's a 98. You know what a 98 means? That means it's a BD check, but there's no one on, so it's going to be a re-roll. We probably got a BD check, and there's no one on, which kind of sucks. We got an error check, though. We're going to be checking for an error. This could be interesting. 17. It's coming off of Whitgren's. 64. That's an out for Wieters. He's an LN. LN of 56. LN 56 says grounded to short. Hechavarria, what's your error chance, boy? Let's see. 2. So 1 or 2, 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 1 or 2. No, it's going to be a ground ball to short, and that's going to do it. We are going to the top of the 9th. 4-2 is your score, and if you watched yesterday's game, you know that this 4-2 score means nothing to Miami. They will be able to catch up no time flat. So the question is, do we leave Romero in, who pitched really, really well? Or we bring a right-hander in, our closer who really sucked yesterday, Blake Triton. Well, I think what we're going to do is we're going to leave Romero in against the lefty, Christian Yelich. That's for sure. That's going to be the one thing. He's staying in to face off against the lefty. Christian Yelich, top of the 9th. And, it's a 90, so this is going to be a clutch defense, LN of 26. And this one is going to first base. This is Zimmerman. Oh boy, Zimmy. What you got for us, Zimmerman? At first, you're A2. All right, well, let's see what happens over there at first base. He's a 2. At first, 36 and a 2 says, hard grounder, handled cleanly, batter out. Runners advance 1 base. If the infield is in, runner on third base holds. Well, there you go. It's just going to be a 3 unassisted. It sounded like to me. I brings up the right-hander, and just like that, it looks like Dusty Baker is going to bring his closer back out, who blew up yesterday's game for us really nicely. And that's going to be Blake Triton, whatever his name is. He needs to learn how to pitch. He's up against Giancarlo Stanton now. We need to find out what kind of day he's going to have as well. He's going to have a 47, which is normal. 4-7 is 1-43. And a 2-8, which is 1-63. So he has control a lot against the right-handers. Not so much against the lefties, but he has quite a bit against the right-handers. I'm going to call that a 6. All right. So it's a 36. Giancarlo is a right-hander, so it's coming off with Trayton's card. 82, though. Holy cow, that will be an out. Go. Okay. He's an RP. 74. RP is 74. It is going to be a deep fly to left, but Worth is there at the warning track to make the catch. And the Marlins are down to their last out, and Justin Bohr is up. Washington trying to get their first victory of the season. Justin Bohr, the last hope. Oh boy, we got an error chance possibly. Oh boy, it's a 91. That means it's a CD check again. 1-1 for the LP. And that's going to be on the pitcher. So we're going to look at the pitcher. Blake, what are you at pitching? What are you? How are you? You're a 2. Pitcher's a 2. This is for all the marbles. This is for the game right here. This is how important this play is. He is a 2 as a pitcher. And then it's a possible error check. And what's his error chance? He's a 7. Oh, good Lord. This could be trouble. 36 and a 2. 36 says pitcher knocks down hard grounder. Lead runner is out. Non-forced runners hold. So he will make the play, but we still need to check for an error. The error is a 7. 1-7 will be an error. Of course it is. Of course it is. And Bohr reaches on the error. Of course he does. And that brings up Marcell Ozuna. They're not going to pinch hit for Marcell. He did hit 37 home runs. He could tie this ball game with one swing of the bat, which, you know, in our terrible closer will probably happen. It's a 0-0, which means we are going to the Z chart to decide this one. Unfreaking believable. And this is where it's like, oh, batter hits a home run. And I go, what? Are you kidding me? 67 says to roll again on the fielding chart. 67 on the fielding chart. Oh, can't roll it in the thing. Come on now, let's get one last out. Come on, guys, seriously, one more. 23 says runners on. Yes, there's runners on. Pass ball, runner advances one base. 11 to 48, runner trying to advance to second base. 51 to 88, catcher throws ball away. All runs score. Pass ball, runners advance one base. Then we're going to roll again. On an 11 to 48, runner is out trying to advance to second base. If we roll a 51 to 88, the catcher throws the ball away and all runs score. Are you serious? So really we have a 50-50 shot of winning the game or a 50-50 shot of this becoming a tie game. It says all runners score. Now, is the batter considered a runner? I don't think so. All right, so I'll read it word for word. Runners are on. Yes. Pass ball, comma. Runners advance one base, period. 11-48. Runner out trying to advance to second base. 51 to 88. Catcher throws ball away. All runners score. So it's a pass ball. The runner at first is going. Wieners tries to nail him at second. Yeah, I think the most that's going to happen is the runner on first is going to score, if I'm reading that correctly. Anyways, 11 to 48 is what we're looking for. Come on, let's roll a low number. I'm not going to watch. I'm not going to watch because I know what's going to happen. No! All right. So it is a pass. Oh, my gosh. So the details are it's a pass ball, and then it's going to go catcher to short, and they're going to nail the runner trying to go to second. Runner out trying to advance second base. Runner's out trying to... Oh, okay, so he was trying to advance to the second base. Okay, so it would be over here. So we'll go runner out trying to advance second base. Right, okay, so here on the pass ball, then he decides to come down, take an extra base. Wieners throws it down to Rendon for the out. Batter is safe and out at third, and this one ends in a wild and wacky play, but Washington wins it, and there's a curly W in the books for the Nationals as they take this one and even the season series at one game apiece. Tanner Roark with the win. Dan Straley takes the loss. Blake Trinan gets the save. MVP Tanner Roark. Let's check out the rest of today's action. It looks like Arizona takes out San Francisco. Cincinnati beats up Philadelphia. Los Angeles shuts out San Diego. Colorado pounds out 14 runs and 14 hits in Milwaukee. The Mets 4-2 over Atlanta. Washington 4-2 over Miami. Baltimore blanks Toronto 11-0. In 11, Pittsburgh squeaks by Boston 3-1. Boston drops to 0-2. Houston 9-4 over Seattle. Minnesota 7-1 over Kansas City. Los Angeles 9-6 over Oakland. Oakland drops to 0-3. And Tampa Bay takes 3 games in a row against the powerhouse Yankees. The Yankees drop to 0-3. Tampa Bay 3-0. Good for them. Go Rays. All right, there you go. Let's look at our... Let's see replay. Game of the day was the Pirates and Red Sox. And play of the day was from Cincinnati. Everyone in the National League East is now currently sitting at 1-1. Every single one of them. Pittsburgh is winning in the National League Central, and Los Angeles is 3-0 in the West. And the American League, it's Tampa Bay. Tampa, 3-0. Detroit, only team to not lose in the American League Central, is up on there. And Los Angeles, the Angels, 3-0. They're out in front. So if the playoffs started today, it would be Tampa Bay hosting the wild card team, and Los Angeles Angels hosting Detroit. In the National League, it would be Los Angeles hosting the wild card team, and it would be a massive flip to see who takes on Pittsburgh, because there's like no, actually, yeah, it would be one of these teams have to win the division, so it would be like I don't know. Well, that would be like a crazy thing. So good thing you play more than two games. Phantomatic, thanks for your input. I'm glad to hear you enjoying Status Pro. Dale Linesdale, Stefan, Jeff, Al, Red Sox fan, everyone that came out today. Appreciate it, guys. Let me know what you think of the Status Pro. And be sure to, let me know. I really like it. I think it's good. We've had 2 really interesting games now. And there's always something that seems like that's happening in these games. It does play a little bit longer. It does take a little bit longer, I think, to play than some other games. Just because, you're rolling dice and then you're rolling again to get the out. I could use 2 more 8-sided dice, but then that might be more confusing for people when they're trying to figure out how did he get an 86 out of this? I don't understand that. So, anyways. So, for me, it's just easier to, roll them again. But, you do have that time where you got to look it up on the chart to figure out what the out is and stuff. So, it does take a little bit longer than some other games to play, just in general. Not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just, you just gotta know that going in, I think. But I like the dice version. It's definitely for me, keeps the flavor of the game and things going instead of just flipping up like a little card all the time. Fast section card. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. There is actually there is dice rollers. You can actually use the Status Pro Advance. You can actually we could just get the out, use this and get the out that way. I mean, there's lots of things we could do. As opposed to having the chart and look it up, I can just, click on this little button and it'll at least tell us what the out is. But it's all based upon the, what kind of batter is up. And then it would give us some other information as well. So there's lots of things we could do. I just don't know which way is the best way yet. We've only done it in a couple games. So anyways, that is game number 2 of the 2017 season. And your final score, if you want to see the box score, Miami and Washington, there you go. Adam Eaton with the big home run earlier, right? It was, Adam Eaton is first. And then it was small ball after that, wasn't it? I think it was. Both pitchers did pretty well. Straley went 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 1 home run. For Rorik, it was 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both of them earned 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. It was a good game, I thought. Time of the game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Obviously, I think they're just simulating how long it took you to, kind of just randomly give you a random number. So Miami goes to 1-1, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Washington 4 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. That for me looks like a baseball score line. Looks very much to me like if you were to pick up a paper and look at the the box score from any game in baseball, you could see something like this, and it looks perfectly like a baseball game, which makes me think the game is really good, right? All right, guys, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for coming out.